Welcome to the second episode of my solo trip through Saudi Arabia. I packed up my jeep and hit the road, searching for forgotten places, lost civilizations, and things they don't talk about on TV. In the first episode, strangers invited me to stay at the camp deep in the Nafud desert. In this one, the people of Hail showed me a level of kindness I'll never forget. Then, finally, I arrived at Mada'in Salih, the mysterious tombs built by the Nabateans almost 2,000 years ago. I just arrived to my camp spot and I am mentally preparing to go outside because it's already very cold, like it's getting close to 10 degrees now. So I have to set up the tent and I don't think I'll stay up long because I am very tired. And tomorrow I have full day of activities, starting from Hatem's Palace, then going to Ula, but on the way I will stop in some places with rock formations. So that's the plan. Ula is 5 hours away from here, so I have to also get up very early. Okay, I think I am ready. The weather is already showing 10 degrees. I have sleeping bag, then duvet, and then on the top of that also my farwa. A very good, beautiful morning from Hail. I am so happy to wake up here. At night it was like 5 degrees, but other than that, very beautiful night. I rested. I don't know how long I slept. I think around 8 hours or so, which is a record during this trip. Now I'm already boiling water for coffee, but I just snuggled inside the tent again. The plan for today, first I'm gonna go explore this area here in Hail between the mountains, and then I will go to Hatem Al Tai Place. It's a good place to make Arabic coffee here. Looking at the satellite maps of this region, you see this mountain range where I am right now, right next to the city of Hail. I don't know the geology of this place, but it looks like it was sculpted by nature in such a breathtaking way. Inside there are countless secret passages between those mountains. So many in fact that I think one full day wouldn't be enough to explore all of them. If you are planning to camp here, I would advise you to come during the day, because I came yesterday at night and I couldn't see anything, obviously. I actually missed so many great spots to camp, like for example this one. But the deeper you drive inside the mountains, there's no signal anymore. Every Saudi I met told me, you have to visit Hail. and now I only understand what they meant. It's not about landscapes here, although landscapes are stunning, but there is something more, something I can't quite explain, something that you feel it when you are here. So since the first time I tried real Saudi coffee, now I started adding cloves to the coffee and of course cardamom. I will just break seeds a bit. Next I will be going to the ruins of what is believed Hatem Al Tai Palace. Hatem was a legendary Arab poet and a nobleman, known not just for his words but rather for his unmatched generosity. He lived in the 6th century before Islam, so long time ago. Stories about his kindness became so famous in the Arab world that even today if someone is generous, they say, "You're like Hatem." He would light a fire outside of his home every night, guiding travelers through the darkness so that no one would go hungry or sleep in the cold. His spirit of hospitality became a part of Arab identity itself. This is so good. Another fun fact about Saudi Arabia is that different regions of Saudi have different color of the coffee. It all depends on roasting, I guess. There are light colors coffee and there are darker ones. I believe more to the south they drink coffee that has light color, and more to the north they like coffee that is dark. Can you imagine old caravans going through these mountains in ancient times? What did just happen? I was visiting the ruins of Hatem Al Tai Palace, and the moment I stepped out of the car, there was a group of Saudi men and they came right away to greet me and they were like, "Where are you from? Welcome to Saudi." So nice. Then they took me around the place and they told me some stories about Hatem and his legacy. And afterwards, they insisted I go with them because they were about to have picnic and cook dinner. But unfortunately, I couldn't stay too long because I have to keep moving forward towards my next camping spot for tonight. So I said, okay, I'll go, but I'll just stay for like maybe 15 minutes and then I'll go. Of course, I stayed longer. And they were so kind. They treated me with Saudi coffee, dates, tea. One of these men, he's from a local Shammari tribe. He even invited me to stay home with his wife and kids. Sadly, I had to decline. I truly wish I had more time to slow down and enjoy every moment of this journey. So before I left, this kind man asked me to visit him on the way back when I will be returning back to Dubai. And he handed me this coffee cup and he said, "Take this. It's my guarantee that one day you will come back and I will be able to host you in my home." That left me speechless. I didn't even know what to say. So this, ladies and gentlemen, are people of Hail. And like I mentioned before, now I understand why everyone was telling me I should visit Hail. These landscapes do not fail to amaze me, even if I'm seeing them for the 100th time. I've been driving now for like 2 hours and just stopped for a moment to rest. I cannot stop thinking about everything that happened in Hail over the last 2 or 3 days. And honestly, I came to one conclusion, which is hospitality here is not just a custom. It is something that is running in the blood of these people, and they offer it to literally anyone, not because of who you are, but because of who they are, their values, their kindness. I am really touched. So this is the place on the right where I was supposed to camp. If you drive deeper into the desert here, there are fabulous rock formations of different shapes, the arches, mushroom rocks, and so on. Guys, so you know what just happened? I realized that I accidentally booked my tickets to Mada'in Salih for tomorrow, not the day after like I was originally planning. Tonight I was supposed to camp next to the rock called Jubbah. I will still share the coordinates to this rock for you here because it's a really nice place to visit. But now I have to drive straight to Al Ula and I will arrive after sunset for sure, even late evening. Hopefully on the way back I'll be able to see it because it's a place not to miss.
Come back home to me, where rivers are running free, through valleys as far as the eye can.
I finally made it. I made it to Al Ula. I'm already in the tent. I'm not taking any chances this night, and I will not let the weather win this time. I am fully prepared for the night that is going to be colder than in Hail. I am staying at the campsite called Panjia in Al Ula. It's the same campsite I stayed last year. It's because simply I don't know any other places in Al Ula to camp. This place has showers and toilets, and you pay around 100 riyals fee. And there is a designated area where you drive in with your car, and then you set up your tent next to it. When I pulled in, there were quite a few people here already. I showered and I'm pretty much ready to sleep. Cannot wait to wake up tomorrow and see the landscape, because right now I can only see the shapes of the mountains in the darkness. So let's see what tomorrow brings, and good night. Good morning. I didn't sleep so well, to be honest, because there were cars driving in and out. Also, do I even need to mention how cold it was at night? People always laugh at me when I complain about cold weather because I'm from Poland. And in Poland, in winter, it gets on average between -10 to sometimes -30 degrees Celsius. But I guess living in the UAE for so long changed me. Seems like my cold tolerance has officially retired. Anyways, I'm so happy. This is a new day and the sun is coming up over Al Ula. I'm gonna have a coffee now to warm up slowly, and let's get this day started because I'm really excited.
Getting lost is time not wasted, as long as it's with you. Unknown roads and foreign places.
These guys from in front of my camp gave me in the morning freshly baked bread. Can you imagine? Only in Saudi. And they told me I think they are from Mecca, and this is traditional bread that they make in that region in Saudi. I don't have karak, but I will have it with my frappuccino. And a very good morning from Al Ula. I feel like I entered another world again. It's very hard to describe feeling, but it does feel like Narnia or something of this kind. Yesterday when I arrived it was dark already, but I could see the shapes of the mountains in the darkness. But today in the daylight, wow. Al Ula is something else, really. And if you haven't been yet, definitely you need to visit. So right now I am in the desert. I am going to see the Rainbow Arch, and then later I will go to Hegra, because last year when I was in Al Ula I missed it and I really want to see it because I love history. I noticed a mountain far off the distance, and the wanderlust in me, as always, couldn't resist. I had to see it up close. Now, is there anyone out there who likes deflating the tires? Let me know down in the comments, because definitely it's not me. I didn't deflate at first and, surprise, surprise, I got stuck. Luckily, I managed to get out myself, and yes, I ended up deflating anyway. Standing next to that rock formation, it looked massive. What has it witnessed? Who's walked this path long before I did? How many caravans passed by? How many footsteps echoed here? Long forgotten.
فهي مفترق طرق الرئيس على طرق التجارة القديمة التي نقلت البخور والتوابل والسلع القيمة الأخرى من جنوب الجزيرة العربية إلى
Mada'in Salih was once a major stop along the ancient frankincense road established by the Nabateans over 2000 years ago. They were the same civilization that built Petra and dominated trade across Arabian Peninsula. What you see here are not the houses, they are tombs carved into sandstone cliffs. For centuries, this breathtaking site was left untouched and only recently opened to visitors, making it exceptionally unique. This carved space served as a majlis, a gathering hall for Nabatean elites to meet. Next to it, carved into cliffs, are shrines for different deities. The main god was often symbolized by an eagle. Now look at the tombs. The more ornaments at the top, the wealthier the person inside. What's fascinating is how these symbols blend cultures. You'll find Roman columns, Greek elements, and even Medusa's head carved to protect the tomb from evil. At the top of many tombs, you will see stairs, a symbolic path to heaven. This is Qasr al-Farid, the largest Nabatean tomb here. It was left unfinished, probably because its owner died before it was completed. Also, another very interesting fact was that women in this culture, they were holding very high position in the society because most of the tombs are owned by women and built by women for their daughters and family members. The tour has like 4 stops. First stop is the Diwan, like the sitting area. Second place was the tomb of women. Third place was one of the tombs they allowed you to go inside, and they were talking about how they used to bury bodies in them. And the last one was a place where they recently discovered a woman's skeleton and they reconstructed it. So at the very beginning of the tour, in the reception area, there is a small exhibition where they are featuring this lady. So now my next stop is Harrat View. Harrat, it has something to do with lava, I am not sure, because also in Khaybar there is a name of a place called Harrat Khaybar. If you know what it means, let me know down in the comments. I visited it before, 1 year ago, but at night, so I'm very curious to see how it's gonna look like during sunset, because it's 5 p.m. now, so I still have half an hour to reach. When I was driving down from Harrat View, I met my friends that I was camping with last year. So we happened to be again at the same time in Al Ula. We caught up, we had some tea, and now I am going to the Old Town to meet my another friend, and we're gonna have dinner.
This is Saudi food.
Hello! Watch me crash my drone in a Mars-like desert terrain, decode strange symbols carved into ancient stone looking like aliens, and find a 4,000-year-old rock split in a way no ancient tool could ever explain. And it's a mystery. Don't miss the next episode!